Morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? It's Charlie from Charlie the Average Guy Fishing, bringing you another episode here on the YouTube. Today's episode is brought to you by Sox Renovation Design, your local home improvement contractor based out of Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. Alright, now that that's out of the way, you guys know who I am. We're going to go to the second part, which is a standard for everybody. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and please, guys, leave a comment. Definitely leave that comment. Like I said, my subscriptions are low. I'm trying to get to that 100, then that 500, and I would like to have that 1,000. I know it's going to take a while for me to get out there. Oh, share. Please, share. Remember, we got the 100 giveaway coming up as soon as we hit 100. And all you have to do to enter that is be a subscriber, like the video, or dislike the video. It's up to you. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And share. Comment in the comment box that you shared. I'll believe it. I'll take your word for it and everything. I'm down here at that private pond from... My wife showed me this pond while I was in the middle of a fishing tournament and everything, so I'm going to try to catch some fish today. I'm also going to try not to trip over wires because I'm going to go ahead probably this evening and order me a Bluetooth headphone setup and maybe something that's compatible with pausing, a button that's Bluetooth compatible that will pause and the videos and stuff like that. That way we don't have long stretches. I just now found out how to transfer my videos to an SD card, download it on my computer, and I'm in the process of learning how to edit out all the gaps and this, that, and the other, and you know, everybody's first videos are rough. So, don't know how many videos I'll be making over the next couple weeks. Even though it is fall coming on to winter, I actually have a good bit of work contracted and ready to go. So I'm just sort of going to go ahead and do what I can video wise while I'm in the process of work. You know, I'll make sure I always have my camera, I'll make sure I always have my phone, make sure I always have at least one fishing pole. That way if I come across a nice little juicy stream, creek, lake, river, pond, mud puddle, estuary, whatever, then I can just go ahead, stop what I'm doing, and film. I really do like this new setup. This free spin, it's what I'm working with right now. I'm going to do a lot of pitching and flipping next year, because a lot of places like Sleepy Creek where I live, it's seriously, it has a lot of hydrilla, mat, milfoil, all that jazz. Oops. And there we go again, guys. A little too hard of a flick of the wrist and I get a backfish, but I've gotten pretty good at getting rid of those. Might have to switch over to a jerkbait, which wouldn't be too bad, because as of right now, what I'm flipping just don't seem to be working. And it's weird because there's actually a lot of fish in this area. They're just all stunted because there's not a lot of forage for them. But I'm not even seeing bait fish. It's almost like, I don't know. I don't know where they are. you'd be able to see what's swimming around. But I haven't seen anything. Now, at Capon State Park yesterday, I seen trout. Seen all kinds of trout in the water. But they're still doing that lottery hunt, so I can't fish the upper lake, which is a little bit upsetting because they'll shut down all this stuff for people who only hunt 2 or 3 weeks, when there's guys like me, fishermen like myself, that will go up there 300 days out of the year and pick up trash and clean up and do all kinds of other things. But they don't ever close it down to, for us, even when they stock trout and stuff. So I don't know. Just like the whole, when people bring their dogs out there, that's another pet peeve of mine at Capon State Park. People bring their dogs out, and it says right there, you know, pets must be on a leash. But these guys, you know, will let their dogs off their leash, and the dog will run down right where I'm fishing and jump in the water. You know, that's kind of rude, if you ask me, and stuff. And they're lucky I'm a nice person, because I don't know what a 4 or 5/0 Guggen hammerhook would do to a dog. But, like, they need to have more respect for the people. Especially the trail walkers and the bird watchers and the dog walkers, stuff like that. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the Pittman-Robertson Act was formed in the 70s that states that a majority of the taxes on those actually go, I didn't realize I was missing a claw, actually go to these park services. So a lot of our money, a lot of the parks are being funded by, you know, taxes off of fishing license, fishing poles, fishing line, fishing lures, ammunition, hunting license. All that goes to pay for these parks and these salaries of these park people for the Department of the Interior. Now remember, look it up if you don't believe me. It's the Pittman-Robertson Act. But you don't need a license to go bird watch. Which is great. Get out there, you know. Seriously, get out, watch your birds, walk your dogs, but have consideration to the fishermen and the hunters out there that actually pay for the parks. You know, our tax dollars and stuff. I'm sure that the tax dollars the average Joe citizen goes towards it, but a majority of that money is brought on by taxing the outdoorsman. So what would happen if, God forbid, they outlaw hunting or fishing in the United States and stuff? What would happen to the Park Service? Where would the money come to support that? But we're not going to get into that, because that's starting to get a little bit into politics, and you know my philosophy on that. There will be no politics on this channel. If you want to talk politics and stuff like that, you know, Lunkers TV, member of the Guggen Squad, he has a great channel, and he does a lot on policies, the government, and what's going on in our nation. He's a former service member, such as myself. Only he was in the Army, I was in the Marine Corps. But he has a really good channel. It's a podcast, I believe, called The Truth or something. I don't know. I have to look it up and post it down below on the video. But you guys should really look him up. He is, one, he's not only is he a great fisherman, he's a good hunter, outdoorsman, stuff like that. And so yeah, definitely go check out his channel. It's like, go check out all the Guggens, AP Basson, John B, Lojo, One Rod, One Reel, Fishing with Becca, Fishing with Norm, Fishing with Yak Pack, all those guys. That's all the guys that I watch, guys and lady. need actually. We need more female fishermen to get out here, make their channels. And I'm not talking about the female fishermen in the skimpy bikini, just trying to use eye candy to get views. Get them out there, the ones that have the skills, the ones that know what they're doing. There's even kid channels out there. I think what's one of them? Logan Anderson. He's a younger guy, but he's got a pretty good channel. And a lot of the stuff, a lot of the bass fishing I know is based on stuff I learned off of watching them. Lake Fork guy. I mean, that guy there is just amazing, period. And stuff. Then you got the pros like Brian Latimer, Scott Martin, Hank Cherry. Those guys that have channels. I know I'm missing a bunch of them, but you can learn a lot from them guys. And I can't wait because by, 2023, I'm hoping to be fishing against those guys. So, like actually fishing against them. Alright guys, well, I'm going to pause this and I'll get back with you in a minute. quite a few bluegill in the area. Plus, I seen a couple bass, but they're just not biting. And the water temperature is not super cold, so I mean, I don't know what the problem is. No, I don't know. Not quite sure what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Really not sure. All right, go ahead and pause this. All right, guys. I had to change locations. That place was like beating a dead horse. Seriously, I don't know. It was not fun, I'll tell you that now. It's been kind of rough lately. Fish just ain't biting. I don't know what. But this is a place I haven't filmed at, so I figured I'd sneak back here and film. Well, I can't really say sneak because it's not private. Anybody can come back here. It's just hard to get back here. I really do want to catch a fish. Around this, I'm gonna say probably 2 acres. Not really sure. Wait. I got a straight king tri-wing buzzbait on right now. I want to try. Same bait I caught that 3-6 on at Decatur State Park. I think it was like a week and a half ago. Trying to change things up. Not too many people fish here, so this place shouldn't be too pressured, but you never know. It all depends on how the fish feel, I guess. Bit today. I don't have a whole lot of time today. I have to replace the thermostat in the van, do an oil change on the car, get ready for work tomorrow. Got some footers to dig. What else? Got footers to dig. Friday I got a lumber package. I'm building a 10 by 17.6 deck with a roof. I got attachments and inspections and stuff like that. Don't have enough subscribers, so I'm not getting paid by YouTube to quit my regular job. You know, find somebody else to run the company so that I can just fish full time. That's why I give myself to 2023. This water here is really stained. It's like, it doesn't matter. For some reason, this place is constantly muddy. And there's some big catfish in here. I might come down here one night with some chicken liver and lamb. Go back to the roots, you know, bank fish and catfish like I used to with my old man, my sister, my mom. We spent countless hours along the creek banks. Just fishing. Shoot, I remember one Easter Sunday, we all went down to Kemp's Mill in Hagerstown, Maryland, Washington County, along the Kainijig Creek on Easter. And that's what we did. We fished all day, catching little channel cat. Dad was catching bass because my dad was one of the greatest fishermen that I know. Shoot, my dad was one of the greatest people that that's one of the reasons why I've taken up bass fishing, to carry on that legacy. Because I pretty much followed in my father's footsteps my whole life. I mean, graduate high school, Marine Corps, construction, things like that. I started going on job sites with the old man when I was 9 years old, scrapping out houses. He was a drywall hanger, had a crew. It was him, my Uncle Dave, my grandfather, and my cousin Mac were hangers and finishers. Well, not my grandfather, he wasn't a finisher, but he was a hell of a hanger. They all were. You know, it's just how it is. I grew up, you know, emulating those guys. So a lot of times I gotta be careful with what I say on here, because growing up around Marines and some old roughneck construction workers, your mouth tends to get a little raunchy and foul. And even though it says not for children, it is. I try to watch my mouth, watch what I say, because I like for children to be able to watch my videos and stuff like that and get a love for the outdoors like I have. I was telling my wife April the other day that honestly, I would love to win a lottery to where I could purchase property that had a lake on it, extend the lake a little bigger, and have it set up so that kids could come, you know, that's a big bass, lots of bluegill, stuff like that. Oopsie, again, I gotta adjust that, but have it set up so that these city kids and stuff like that could come and fish for free. Fathers, you know, fathers that aren't real outdoorsy could come, bring their kids, and they both could learn together, get more of that family, not just fathers, but mothers too. Get that whole family orientation, whatever it's called, back together. Get the family out, you know. Have some people there that, you know, fishing in there, finish. Show kids how to tie knots, how to set up poles. I would have poles and tackle, everything there already. I've even thought about having little restroom facilities, kind of like making a free campground. So I had something wrong over there. Of course, I'm not over there, so. But we're about to be, because we're about to move from this spot, so. But that's how I would love to give back, you know. But I just don't have the money for it. I have the dreams, I have the want, I have the know-how, I have the need to give back to these kids and teach them, and because not everybody had a dad like I had. I had an amazing father. That's my hero, my best friend, my idol. I mean, that man taught me more than most fathers teach their kids by the time I was, you know, 14, 15 years old. And when I turned 17, I graduated high school, went in the Marine Corps. You know, same thing my father did, graduate, Marine Corps. Greatest thing I've ever done in my life. Trying to make this the second greatest. I mean, yeah, I'm a husband. I got kids, stuff like that. And that's great accomplishments. I mean, and I try to be a good dad. I try to get my kids out here. You know, that's a whole nother story. But we're gonna be right back. That was just a couple minutes. I'm probably not gonna be here very long, because the water here is pretty low. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this old buzzbait out here a couple times across this bank. You know, parallel bank line fishing. And I might throw popper. I don't know. I mean, I've had luck here before. You can see where the grass is starting to die off. I really like this here Quantum Nitrous. The one with the freeze pool. This dang thing here can launch 7/8 across this little water here. This would be perfect on competition time. That's why I said this here's going to be my pitching and flipping pole, or reel. If you guys have any good suggestions on other setups, that would be great also. I'm waiting for this big old catfish. Every time I come down here, there's a massive, and that's the first time that happened. There's a massive old catfish in here, and this here's no fish story. I'd almost swear this thing's probably 3 foot long. The way it comes up, wakes and rolls. That's what I want to catch. I'm going to have to bring the kids down here and do a little night fishing. We'll go ahead and wait for a full moon. Because, you know, you can bass fish on a full moon when the sky's real bright, because then the fish can still, you know, the bass can see at night. They can see during the full moon. It's easier for them. That's why they say bass fishing during the full moon in the daytime is hard, because those bass are cruising in bank lines at night. They're cruising at night, and what they're doing is they're feeding all night long. So come morning, when most of us go out to fish, they're pretty full. So if they've been up all night feeding, why would they want to feed in the daytime? They exert that energy they don't need to exert. I only ever caught one fish off a popper. That's why I'm fishing with it. I still have a couple baits I've never caught anything off of. And I have them in a separate box, and it's not just baits, you know, it's not because it's a 6th Sense bait, or it's a Googan Squad, or it's a Strike King, or anything like that. It's that style. Like pencil walking baits. I never caught anything off those. They're in my box. Never caught anything while I've been flipping. You know? Or, I mean, I've caught stuff while drop shotting. Something just come up to the top right there as I was casting. Ooh, look at this one, guys. It's a good one. I don't know if this one's coming out or not, but boom, got it. That line still pretty curly, that memory in it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down. There's a little pawn shop called Tony's Trading Post Pawn or whatever here. And he has some MREs and stuff like that for sale. So I think I'm gonna go down there and pick up two or three MREs. Keep them in the trunk for lunch tomorrow for work. What do you think? kind of a good idea, don't it? You guys watching how I'm doing this? Have any suggestions? Like if I'm doing something wrong while I'm fishing, let me know. I mean, it'd be nice to actually have some input. Because maybe I'm doing something wrong and you guys catch it. And you can point it out and let me know what I'm doing wrong and how to correct it. I'm just saying. Yeah, we're gonna move. All right. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right. I'm on the other side of the little pond lake thing. I see where somebody has set up some forks for catfishing. So somebody's been down here, which is great. You know, the more people that fish, the better it is. That means that's people that are not in their house doing stupid stuff. I think the last time I was down here, I caught a couple 1-pounders, pound and a halves, on 10-inch Mondo worms. Got an email yesterday that my box has shipped, my very first mystery tackle box. What? And I'll probably do an unboxing. I was going to wait until my monster bass and my 6 cents gets here and do all 3 of them at once, but I'm not. Because I'm not trying to compare them to one another. You know, you can watch the 3 videos that involve those and you guys can make your decision on which one, or if you're like me, and all of them. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna try to pit one against the other, saying one's better than this, that, and the other. Because there's no need for that happiness, you know. They're all great products, so that's what I'm gonna do. When my Mystery Tackle Box Pro gets here, I will go ahead and unbox it and unveil it. As you know, we've got Mystery Tackle Box come from Carl's Bait and Tackle, where if you're a member of Carl's Club, you get 30% off, and then you use codes and you can get up to 40% off your baits. I mean, you can't beat that. And they're having, all month long, they're having a Black Friday sale for their Mystery Tackle Box, and I believe their other stuff. So, get out there, get yourself some baits. I know a lot of you guys won't be fishing again until March and April, but you know, you get what, 8 baits roughly. You just get like, I don't know, 5 hard baits, 3 soft baits. You get 8 different baits and some tournament tackle, this, that, and the other. And now it's November, so you get November, December, January, February. You start fishing in March. That is 4 times 8. That is 24 brand new pieces of fishing equipment to take fishing. I mean, come on, guys, you can't beat that. And there's stuff that comes in those boxes that I normally wouldn't buy because I've never used them. But if they're there, I'm going to learn how to use them. You know, instead of me going out and owning, I don't know, I probably own 20 shallow crankbaits, shallow diving crankbaits. Same thing when it comes to medium divers. I don't have anything that really dives over 8 foot because where I fish, the water is generally only 10 foot in most places, if that. So, but it gives you a chance to get out there and fish with different things, different setups, different rigs. It comes with a little pamphlet on how to rig them up and what's good and what they're for, and so I mean it's these fish just ain't biting, man. I've seen a couple of them come up. I've seen a couple roll boils, you know, over there on the other side under them trees. I've seen a couple blow ups where they were biting the bugs off the top, things like that. I don't know. Just don't know, guys. Might be another one of them non-catching a fish video. And I'm really getting tired of posting those for you guys because I want you guys to see the fish in the area. Yeah, they're not like super fish and stuff like that, but and I forgot to pack a spinning setup. I was going to go ahead and pack my spinning setup. I was going to try to throw some finesse baits. I can set up some Texas rigs on these here bait casters. Maybe throw some crawls. Right now I'm throwing a belly weighted, what is this? 3/0, I believe this is a 1/4 ounce. Fluky style bait. Alright guys, I'm gonna move again in a second, be right. Okay guys, we moved again. But you knew that was coming, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw out this square billed, square bodied 3 to 6 foot shallow diving chartreuse with a blue back. Googan Squad crankbait. It's got a real tight wobble to it. You can barely see it in the water. Oh, see this? Yep. So we know that the water is just a teeny bit shallow here. So we're going to go ahead and lock her back down. Let's go back to the old get buzzed bait. Watching the fish jumping in the middle, which shows me they're feeding off the top. They're just not feeding what I have to offer. And with this water being so stained, you know, with the darker the water, they say you should go to darker colored baits to create the shadow effects. Which, I don't know. I always thought that if the water was dark, you would want something bright and flashy. Whoa, you're falling, you're falling, you're falling. Sorry, guys. How's that? Better? Sorry. Sorry about that. You guys almost fell on your head. My wife thinks it's funny the way I talk to my camera, like there's actually somebody there. And I tell her, there is people there. There's people inside the camera. And one day, they're going to be subscribers. And they're going to go ahead and they're going to subscribe. And then, oh, I'm all tangled up here, guys. Look, that's weird. Huh, must have hooked. Yep. I hooked my propeller. I guess that's what you call it. A propeller? Is that what that's called? Tell you what, I gotta either hurry up and catch a fish or end this film without a fish catch. I'm gonna tell you that, guy. Because it's starting to get a little late. That's because I got all kinds of things I gotta do. I gotta get my wife's van operable. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. I gotta get her van going because I gotta work tomorrow. I'm lucky I wasn't working today because the material that was ordered hasn't arrived on the one job site, and the material for the other job don't arrive till Friday. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get some footers prepped and call an inspection, which might not happen because tomorrow is Veterans Day. You know, today is actually the Marine Corps' birthday, so to me, that's a big deal. That's why I'm fishing. I know it's kind of odd, me being a veteran, that I work on Veterans Day, but I won't work on the Marine Corps' birthday. But that's just how I am, you know. That's just how I am. And to all the veterans out there, I love and respect every one of you. We were the ones that came before. To all the inactive, active, all you guys, you know, Semper Fi, do or die, gung ho, gung ho. We protect this used to be great nation. And we need to get this great nation back. We need to get values, guys, values back in the home. We need to get the work ethic back. We need to get all these people off of assistance. One, the government is not your baby's daddy. Okay? Government assistance is not a job. It is not a career. Stop making it one. All you people out there have the ability to go out and work. Everywhere I go, everywhere that I go, I see signs up says now hiring, apply within. You get a bag of food from McDonald's and there's a job application in your bag. Come on, guys. Like I said, the government is not a career. Well, the government itself is a career, but being supported by the U.S. government is not. You know, just because you're lazy, don't want to get off your butt and get a job. I don't know, I have some issues with that, but that, once again, is going into politics. Okay, we're going to go back to the veterans, because the veterans is what makes America great. And let's make America great again, guys. Come on, let's get them values back. All right, peace.